Abhi. Abhi. So I joined the company about over 10 years ago, and that's what I heard walking down the halls of Redmond Town Center was all about Abhi. I have been blessed to work for Abhi over and over again. He's moved to different departments. I've had like 20 bosses, and here we are again, Abhi. I'm working for you. It is with pleasure and pride that I present the Corporate Leadership Award. To receive this award, a person must be an AT&T General Manager or above, and a role model in advancing corporate and Asian community alliances. This year's award goes to Abhi Ingle, Senior Vice President of Digital Distribution and Channel Marketing at AT&T Business. His team develops and manages all go-to-market strategies and programs for business and government customers. We get a lot done. Abhi has a BA with high honors in computer science and math from Oberlin College and an MBA with distinction from Harvard Business School. His family, who are all doctors, tease him that he is the least educated member of the family. Abhi's career spans technology, sales, business, marketing, and pretty much whatever he decides to take on. Over the years, Abhi has given InspirASIAN his full support by serving as a national advisor, accepting our Asia Society Award, and has been a guest speaker many times at our conferences and workshops. Abhi is a supporter of diverse teams, and it's evident in his organization. He believes that ERG leaders make good business leaders and takes that into account when recruiting and hiring. On a personal note, Abhi, thank you for what you've done for my career. Your passion inspires us, and we are grateful to call you mentor and friend. Abhi, please join me on the stage to accept the Corporate Leadership Award.
Okay, one more.
Thank you, Mieko. Mieko doesn't work for me, I always work for Mieko. It's always been that way. Anybody who works with Mieko knows to work with Mieko is to work for Mieko. Okay? First of all, I'm just deeply humbled. To be honored for something that is a passion and a calling is really, really special. And I thought as I accept this award, I wanted to think back to what this organization has done over the years. 40 years, I'm sitting right next to Stephen Chen. It's very special as to how many people you've touched, how many lives you've changed, how much this organization has done. And when I look back, close to $1 million in scholarships awarded, hundreds of thousands of hours of volunteer hours, Asia Society Awards a couple of times. And I was thinking about all the things this organization has done. And it's amazing. And I look back to all the chances I've had to work with Jackson, to work with Shirley, to work with Matt. And it's so special. I was at the Asia Society Awards accepting on behalf of the amazing work that you did, speaking at the Society of Asian Engineers, being at the Dragon Dances and giving out scholarships. And the more I thought about it, I said, this is not an organization, this is family. It really feels like family. And it's such a privilege to be invited and have a chance to be with you on that journey. And speaking of family, speaking of the challenge that you've given out, Dream to Dare, makes me actually think today about my mother. She was my hero. I was in Singapore actually last week. No, there was nothing to do with Crazy Rich Asians, okay? And it was very poignant because she was the person who made me dream. She made me act. She made me reflect. She made me experiment. And she's the person who made me land up in the US as an 18-year-old who had never been here before on a scholarship and 2 bags, not even visited as a tourist before. And my first memory of having taken that dare was I was in Singapore. I was 10 years old. I'd never been outside of India, and I'm old, so when you go back then, India was socialist. To land in Singapore, I saw her speaking on stage at a Pfizer event, over 1,000 people in the crowd, and this little Asian woman out there commanding the crowd. And she came from really humble beginnings. And someday I said, I'm going to be up there speaking on stage. And I want you to then think about that. And it's particularly poignant to me because as I was living in Singapore, I got a reminder from Facebook to wish her happy birthday. She passed away 5 years ago. Just about 5 years ago now. And worst 48, 72 hours of my life. She was a practicing doctor the day she dropped dead of a heart attack. And as the eldest son, I had to go back and do the rites. And I got back after an exhausting journey. I landed there and I started receiving people, and there were traffic jammed for literally miles around our house. And I realized I never knew how many people she touched, how many lives she changed. Students, patients, community, how much she gave back. And that's what led to my dare today. My dare is to be a person who makes a difference in every life that you touch. And I think back to everything my mother did. I think back to everything this organization did. And I want you to think about the next 40 years of inspiration. And I want you to dare to think of what this organization can be if everybody takes a step ahead. And I'll just close by saying, the quote that comes to my mind is from Mahatma Gandhi, who said, "Be the change, dare to be the change that you want the world to be." Thank you so much for honoring me.
Just add a little personal appreciation to Abhi for his support of employee resource groups, not just Inspiration but other, and your leadership, your mentorship. Thank you so much. You make a big difference for all of us. Our next award presenter is Nina Sai. It's Nina Sai, I believe. Nina is the Inspiration National Secretary, and she is AVP Senior Legal Counsel for AT&T. And now please welcome Nina to present the Outstanding Member of the Year Award. Welcome.